But now the way I look at it is, if I actually paid to have a book self-published, it will get put in a bookshop for about a few weeks, and you'd never see it again, and no one would ever look for it anyway. It'd be a waste of fucking time and money nowadays, and no one
That's
goes.
not how
not
books
many
work.
people.
If they want your work, they'll pay
Yeah,
for it.
but not many people go to bookshops anyway these days. But by using Facebook, I can actually write. It's a word processor. You know, I use it as a word processor to write the story, like a typewriter. And then what I do, when I finish the story, I can just click published, and it's published automatically on Facebook.
Yeah.
And people are more likely to watch Facebook than they are to go to a bookshop. But it doesn't really matter if nobody ever reads it, but it's published on Facebook. It's there. Even, I've just written it, the Star Trek Excalibur. It's a sequel to Deep Space Nine. It's got Kira. I've had to have a new Odo because Odo died. You know Odo, the original Odo
Yes.
died.
Yeah,
He died.
Yeah.
Well, I've got another character, someone else to play Odo, because Odo was a changeling, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So I've got Jamie. Hold on, what's the name? Clayton. Jamie Clayton.
Yeah.
She's a transsexual. She was a bloke, but she's had a sex change, so
Yeah.
she's a woman now. So what I've done is, because Odo spent 20 years on the Great Lake, he comes out as a woman.
Yeah.
So I've got Jamie Clayton, who's a transsexual actress. I want her to play my Odo,
Yeah.
so that you get Odo, you get the character still. You get a still character, because I love the character of Odo. I think the character of Odo is fantastic, but he's also quite a Southern American, isn't he? Sort of Texan sort of style.
No.
Yeah, Texan voice. But so's Jamie Clayton. She's from that same sort of part of America, but she's got the same sort of attitude. I love it. And so I think to get a transsexual to play Odo would be perfect for Star Trek. Because in the original times, Star Trek was the first TV show to have a main character who was black. On the bridge of the Enterprise, Uhura.
That's right. Yeah.
I bought Uhura back.
I've met her.
Huh?
I've met her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What? Nichelle Nichols? You're joking?
Yeah. Yeah, a long time ago.
How?
Yeah, well, she was just in Peterborough.
Oh,
There's they show a lot of acts in some business in Peterborough.
Aye.
And they used to invite famous people from all over the world,
Yeah.
give them free tickets and say, come and see our shows.
Oh, excellent.
And she was
You
one of
lucky
them that
now.
came. Yeah.
Bloody brilliant, you lucky bastard.
Yeah.
She's lovely. But she was the first main black character in a TV show
And
sort
she
of
was
thing.
also the first black
And
person
she was
to kiss a white
To kiss a
person.
white bloke.
Yeah.
Yes, first kiss Captain Kirk. First time ever on telly. So I'm thinking, yeah, but I mean, have you ever seen Trans8? Do you have Netflix?
No.
Oh. Because on Netflix there's a series called Trans8. Is it Trans8? It's not Trans8. It's Sense8. So it's called Sense8. There's a really good show called Sense8 on Netflix. You see.
What's that about?
And Jamie Clayton, she was in that. But I want her to play Odo, so you get the same sort of character, but
As a female.
from a female perspective, from a changeling's female perspective.
Yeah.
Because Odo's a changeling, and he spent all his time as a man, and now he's changed into a woman. So you get the sort of transsexual sort of side of things. Because that's never been done in Star Trek, really, has it?
No.
And I think that'd be cool, because I've got a couple of gay characters in it as well. So it's sort of like, it's flowing really nicely. What I'm doing now is editing it all and sort of like, just making sure I've got all the little fine tuning it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to go through it all again, and it sort of takes about 2 or 3 days to sort of get through it all, read it all, make sure you get it right to place, and then carry it on. That's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
well, tonight probably, at the end of the night. I think editing. It's nice though to be able to write for change without having to rush. Which I have had to rush because of work, having to go to work now. We'll talk about that some other time. And also Revelation. What is the book of Revelation in the Bible? What is that? Is that the Horseman of the Apocalypse for me?
Yeah.
I've written the story for that. Do you want to watch it?
Yeah, I've got half an hour.
We can watch it later. We'll watch it next time.
Yeah.
It's on my YouTube channel, Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I've done that already. I've already done that because that was another book I've written. I sent that one off. I got very good review from it, though.
Yeah?
I did. The bloke said, no, I can't publish this story, but he thought it was very good. And it was lovely. I got really good feedback from it. You know what I mean? But although he didn't publish it, he did give me very good feedback. And also sent my Alice Down the Plug Hole to a publisher, and she sent a really nice reply to that one. But she couldn't publish it, sort of thing. So I've published it on the YouTube anyway. It's on the YouTube. Alice Down the Plug Hole and the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. And also, like I say, on Star Trek Excalibur, what I've done is put it onto Deep Space Nine. It's sort of set now, sort of 20 years later, whatever. But it carries on the story from where Deep Space Nine left off, sort of thing.
Okay.
I think it's really good. I'm enjoying it.
I can't remember how Deep Space ended.
Captain Sisko fell down. He was in the fire caves on Bajor at the end. That's right, because we all watched it together, didn't we? You, me, Simon and Paul, didn't we?
Oh, I can't remember.
And Cheryl, because that's where Cheryl got the name of Esri. Was because Esri Dax, wasn't it? That's where she got the name for Esri.
I thought it was Simon that came up with the name.
Yeah, because Jay's their son, Ezra's the daughter. Oh, I don't know, one of them did, didn't I? No, I don't know, I think it was Cheryl. Well, it's on one of the party movers, anyway. The point is, that was sort of like 20 or 30 years ago. But, yeah, so anyway, what happened at the end of Deep Space Nine was Ben Sisko went to see the Prophet. He had a fight with Gold Cat on the Fire Mountains in the caves of Bajor. And he got the book of the Paraphs, I can't remember what it's called now. Kalmogin or something Mojin anyway. And he jumped and fell into the fire sort of thing. Yeah. But he was rescued by the prophets. And the final act was when Cassidy visited Ben in the fire caves, and she had a vision or something like that, in the Celestial Temple or something like that, when Ben Sisko said he can't come back to Earth, he can't come back to reality now. So my story is all about bringing Ben Sisko back to reality.
Right.
But he's in every not in every episode, but he's in every book. And I'm doing different orb experiences, but he appears in every orb experience. Fair enough, So, like a main character in it. And the idea is to get all the orbs of Bajor. I've got 69 to find. I've got to about 15. I don't think I'm going to be able to make 69, but I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
I'm in no rush at the moment.
No.
I can take my time on it, but I want to write it slowly and write it good. That's the idea of the.
In order to get a story published, you have to skip the gay stuff, or
probably.
What do they say?
Probably would. I don't know. But I mean, it would have been. It's published already, though. That's the point.
But what I'm saying is to get it published in a book.
In a book, yeah, probably would. But the point is, what's the point if nobody reads books anymore? Most people use computers, and everybody's got Facebook. I mean, whether they use it or not, they've all got Facebook.
My kids don't read
So
books.
I'm going to turn Facebook into a fucking library by the time I'm finished. This is one book sort of thing.
William's been watching a few of your videos.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Which one? Well,
I don't know.
Yeah. He knows about me.
He saw one of me with me in it.
That's cool.
From a recent one.
I'll have to have a look at that in a minute. What have I got? Some point. Yeah, but I mean, the fact is that it's nice to fact that even though I'm writing it at the moment, I haven't finished writing it. I'm still correcting mistakes and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's nice. I can actually go back to the story and correct mistakes. As I go along.
Yeah.
Instead of sort of like, how it is when you have a typewriter and you're typing a book, writing a book. You make one mistake on the page, you've got to rip it up and start again.
Oh, yeah.
Or use Tipex.
Yeah.
You remember the old days? Yeah,
Well,
on a typewriter.
I didn't do a lot right.
Yeah, but then you had word processors and all the same. and you could correct some of the mistakes. But we could only do one bit of paper at a time. But this way, with Facebook, what I do is I can go backwards and forwards, over and over the pages. When I find a mistake, I can fix the mistake.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I can do it 100 times if necessary. But it's beautiful because of the fact that I can fix all my mistakes as I go along. So I always read it a few times every so often just to refresh my memory and stuff. But it's great because I can sort of like go backwards and forwards in the script. This is where I made the mistake last time. I fixed that bit, then I fixed that bit, then I fixed that bit, and we carry on. Boom, 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 fix, fix, fix. I go backwards and forwards to make it right, and I can carry on writing it. And it's all published on Facebook.
It's a lot easier
Star
with
Trek
computers than...
It's Star Trek Excalibur, right? Star Trek Excalibur on Facebook.
Yeah, I looked at it.
I love it. It's great. It's a writer's fucking dream. How many writers get published these days? Very few. It's very
Well,
hard.
you get published, but to make a profit.
Yeah, but the
difficult.
point is, it's very hard to get a story published these days. And even if you did, it takes years for anyone to see it or anyone to find it. You know, in the past things were different. Nowadays you've got computers. In history, you didn't have computers. All you had was books in the past. But now you've got the computers. So you use the computers and I can write the story and I can turn Facebook into a bloody face library.
Yeah.
For all my stories. But I can publish the stories, and if people don't read them, people don't read them. But people can find them if they want to, sort of thing. It's wonderful, I think. It's a writer's fucking dream.
I only have Facebook so that I can blog on certain newspaper websites, you know, and type stuff out. You need to log in with Facebook.
Aye.
So
anyway, about we're talking about the Bible, Revelations. What is the story?
Well, it predicts certain things like more volcanoes, more earthquakes, and scientists say that every 4,000 years, you get more earthquakes and volcanoes.
Yeah, but what's the story in the Bible?
So if Jesus doesn't come back within a few years, he's going to have to wait 2,000 years for more earthquakes and.
But what's this Jesus look like?
Well, I don't think that's really important. But
What does he look like? How do you imagine Jesus?
As a human being.
Yeah, but what does he look like? What sort of a human being? Nasty one, a kind one?
Well, I've got an article from the Express,
Right.
and that quotes some biblical texts that are actually in the Bible, because there's a lot of books from various saints that didn't make it into the final edition.
Oh, right.
And one of them says that he was able to change his face. He had two different faces.
Two different faces. Yeah, but Lon Chaney had 1,000 faces.
No, but I mean, no, he could look physically different.
Well, obviously, but what do you
So
imagine?
on some occasions,
What do you
after he was
actually imagine him
crucified,
to look like?
he met his disciples,
The hair's a bit short.
and they didn't recognise him because he had changed his face.
Right. I've never changed my face. I quite like it, actually.
I could do with a younger looking one.
Yeah. Anyway. So do you reckon he's going to come back? Or do you reckon we're just wasting our time?
It's difficult to say because if you read up about the stories of saints, quite a few of them over the years have met Jesus in person.
Right.
So does that mean he comes back and just meets a few people, or does it mean he comes back like he did originally and go preaching? I don't know.
Right. Strange fellow, then. Who's living in Cloud Cuckoo Land?
Oh, you got to read Revelations. I mean, so much of it is true. You can't disagree with it.
I don't know about that.
If some of it's true, then presumably all of it is, even though you don't.
So what's this devil like? What's this devil fellow like?
Well, again, he appears through history, trying to tempt saints. They meet him in person.
Aye.
You know, it happens. you've really got to do some research about the saints and read what they got up to in their lives.
Well, what do they get up to then?
Well, various miracles and preaching and meeting Jesus, meeting the devil. It's all been recorded.
Oh, right. So it's all actual fact, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Andy.
Read it. It's good. Good book.
Sounds like something fucking... Oh.
If you read it, eat some blue Stilton cheese and then go to bed, it'll be explained to you.
I don't need to read it, man. I'm God.
Hey, giving yourself a promotion.
Well, ain't no other God. You could try and find another God. But you will never find another God because there isn't one.
Yes, there is.
Talk to the camera. Back in the shit.
Talk to the camera. Turn it off.
No.
I've got to go after you.
I'm the only one. Carry on.
Well, I don't know why I want to sit around doing nothing while Bill goes for a break. How about an advert for my website, KadirBuxton.com? You've got to give it a go. Lots of inventions. See if you can make any money out of it.
Be nice.
There's a blog nearly every month. A new one to look at. Something new to explore.